This will not stand. No. This will not stand!
Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Oh boy, yeah.
Rhino.
Whatever. You're trash, Brock.
Hello, Spider-Man fans! We got a trailer here for Kraven the Hunter that's found its way online. I've actually been a little optimistic about this Sony Spider-Man spin-off ever since I found out it was going to be the first R-rated film in the universe. I think Aaron Taylor Johnson is a great actor and I think he'd pull off Kraven, but then my eyes laid witness to this trailer. And look, I want to say something, okay? I get accused a lot here on the channel for being too positive. Chris, you like everything. Chris, you're too nice about everything. How could you listen to 3C? He just gives positive reviews all the time. When it comes to Sony spin-off universe movies, that is over. This trailer is everything that reminds me about why I get so mad watching these Spider-Man spin-off movies and how they hurt the little Spidey child in me who fell in love with these characters. I'm gonna respect your opinion if you thought this trailer looked cool and a lot of fun and you're excited for it. Good for you! But if I ever get my hands on Sony, man, just... So please leave me your opinions down below on what you thought about this trailer, what you're looking forward to, what you didn't like so much, and let's just get into it. Alright, so look, I am going to say they have dropped an official poster that, you know what, trailer aside, looks awesome. This poster right here, if I only saw this before the trailer, I would have been like, oh, this movie's gonna be a 10 out of 10. It's gonna be the best Sony Universe spin-off movie. I'm gonna hang this up my wall and it's gonna motivate me to go to the gym. And it is two trailers that's online, a green band trailer and a red band trailer. Obviously, the green band trailer is very tamed, it's for general audiences, and the red band trailer goes all out full crazy with some bloody kills and showing you why it's rated R. Before I go off into ranting fully, let me just start off with the things I do enjoy. So again, I still think Aaron Taylor Johnson is doing a great job in this role. To me, he does look like a Kraven the Hunter. I would have loved for him to gone up against Tom Holland in the MCU. Sure, maybe it would have been nice if he had the accent, but I think he very much looks the part and I believe him in it. Also, with the movie being rated R, again, it's another testament that although this film might not be that great, it's a fun little treat added in that'll keep me watching and entertained. Seeing Kraven use, bear traps on people's faces, biting people's noses, lets me know I'm at least in for a fun time with my popcorn. Heck, I'm even gonna commend the CGI in here. The lion that they showcase in this trailer looks damn realistic, like really good. Even the blood aside, some of the action also looks well choreographed. So really, that's kind of like the main positive things for me and that made me go, alright, at least I won't be as bored and angry like I was in Morbius. But the things that kind of just made me go, Sony, why are you doing this again? Is for one, it looks like this is going to be another misunderstood anti-hero. It's not really a villain like these are meant to be. Even the trailer has it. Villains aren't born, they're made. Why can't they just be born? I'm pretty sure people are born evil, okay?
I want you to kill Peter Parker.
This ongoing trend in Hollywood that audiences won't accept a solo villain movie unless we give them a tragic backstory, something in their past that makes them turn to the dark side, but they'll still save an occasional person here and there and do some good. Why? Joaquin Phoenix's Joker kind of did that a little bit, where it's like, oh yeah, you feel bad that the Joker was bullied, that he didn't really have a fair shot in this society, but then once the guy starts turning evil, he's unforgivable. You can't really put the stuff that happened to him as an excuse for what he's doing, and he's just straight up bad. Every single one of these villain movies is just like all 5 seasons of Breaking Bad into one film. He went from a nice little teacher to then a drug empire. They're also really changing up Kraven's powers and abilities for this movie. Now look, I kind of thought they were going to do something to Kraven to kind of buff him up because he's eventually going to go up against Spider-Man, or at least that's what Sony really wants to happen. But then again, they've been saying that with Venom for like years and we still don't have a hint of that coming. We thought we did, but then that was taken away really quickly. So here what they're showcasing is at one point Kraven is hunting with his father and brother as a kid, gets attacked by a lion, and through his wounds, the blood of the lion gets infused with his, and now he can communicate communicate with animals and has a connection to them that allows him to be a better hunter. I mean, in the comics, they had it to where Kraven was trying to buff himself up using potions and herbs he would find in the jungle. Why couldn't you just make it he killed the lion, drank his blood, and there we go? That feels a lot more in line to whatever this is, Sony's version of Ace Ventura. And in the Red Band trailer, they give you like a better idea of what this connection is. So it's not like he's Aquaman for land, where he's literally like talking directly to an animal. Instead, he'll be able to like see or know from an animal's perspective. There's like one shot here where he's trying to hunt down a military group, and I guess there's a bird in the air, so he can see through the eyes of the bird. There's a wolf nearby, so maybe he can sniff them out through that wolf, and that's kind of his connection. And you know what? I'll be honest with you, that's not a bad power. That's like actually a cool ability, a good little idea, but it doesn't feel like Kraven the Hunter. Kraven the Hunter is this guy that believes through his own body, through his own will, he is the most apex predator out there, which eventually is what makes him want to go up against Spider-Man. You know, Spider-Man is like an ultimate creature out there. It's a grand prize for him to hunt, defeat, and put it up with his collection. So now to be like over buffed in a way where he has all these other things that really take him away from being kind of human, it just feels like it goes against the Kraven persona, in my opinion. We also got to talk about the way just Sony has to include at least one little hint in the trailer to let you know this is connected to Spider-Man somehow. We get a shot of a bunch of spiders coming down and Kraven being surrounded by him. That's the shot where you were supposed to go, Spider-Man. They had one in the Venom Let There Be Carnage trailer where, you know, Carnage is writing a letter and then a spider shows up and squashes it. At least it's not like as in your face and obvious like the Morbius trailer made it out to be, and then they removed all of those connections. I'm really thinking this is just going to be like a subtle little dumb scene. I've seen some fans already theorize that Kraven's going to be traumatized by spiders, and maybe one bit him, or some event like this is going to make him just scared of spiders so that when he sees Spider-Man, he's going to want to fight him more. And I'm like, don't you give Sony ideas, because that feels like something they'd write down. There was a lot of criticisms about the costumes because there were some photos being leaked online, but it looks like they're going to try and go with a traditional look for Kraven here. We see him put on kind of the fur coat. And you know what? Looks okay to me. The only problem is with him having this connection to animals now, is this Kraven going to have a deeper respect for animals? In a sense where like he doesn't want to kill them because he's connected to them, so he doesn't see them as something he should kill, instead respect. That's something that again just feels like it goes against the Kraven character, because Kraven the Hunter in the comics still respects animals, but in a twisted, messed up way. He'll respect a lion, a tiger, an elephant, but in the way that you're worthy enough for me to fight. And if I kill you, putting you up on my mantle is the highest praise you can get as an animal. That's kind of where his respect of animals is. He'll still kill them, he'll still hunt them down, but he'll see them as trophies, as prizes. Doing this feels like so we're gonna get a Kraven that really doesn't hunt animals then. There's also the shot in the trailer here where we get our kind of first look at the Rhino. Because yes, Kraven isn't gonna be the only Spider-Man related character in this movie. In fact, there's a couple of them. We have his love interest from the comics, Calypso, in here. His brother is supposed to also eventually end up becoming the Chameleon, which I always thought was an interesting character, just a guy who always puts himself in disguises. But here we got a version of the Rhino, which looks to be a man who's injecting himself with some sort of serum that gives him these Hulk-like abilities, except he turns into a giant rhino. You know, I was complaining about the change to Kraven's backstory and origin, but this change to Rhino's backstory, I don't mind it all that much. Usually in the comics, it's, you know, Rhino is put into this like special material suit, and he sometimes gets stuck in it, and that causes him to be angry, and he wants to fight out of it. Doing it so that now he has kind of like a transformation thing into a rhino, fine. I prefer it over the mechanical suit from Amazing Spider-Man 2. So I'm not against Sony messing with origins. It just, if it contradicts the characteristics of the character, maybe don't do that. But like at the end of the day, I'm part of the problem. Because this is Spider-Man related, I'm buying a ticket. I'm gonna be there opening weekend. I'm gonna try to get myself to like this movie, but just from this trailer, it just reminds me of everything I felt watching Morbius and how upset that made me, especially with those post-credit scenes. Don't you dare give me similar post-credit scenes like that. If Vulture and Morbius show up, okay, Sony. But again, not blaming you if you're excited for this. I completely understand that feeling of wanting to like something related to your favorite character in the world. But to me, I've just gotten so burnt out with these Sony Spider-Man spin-off movies. I can't bite my tongue anymore, okay, guys? Let me know your honest opinion on the Kraven the Hunter trailer. If you're looking forward to this, if you're excited for the movie. Truly, I want to hear it all down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at 3C Films or on TikTok at 3C Films. But as always, I'm Chris. It's Kraven time.